Hello, and today I'm going to be giving my honest review of Doors. Now, I don't think a lot of people will need this, but this is for me. This is for some people that might need it. Understand what most people think is good, what most people think is bad. But gonna be rating it at the end. Gonna be giving a full in-depth explanation about most of the mechanics. I'll do a part 2 to this video because this video it would be too long to just put into one thing. It would be like 20 something minutes, so there'll be 2 parts to this. So yeah, let's just get started. So, instantly going into the game, going into everything we need to know. Lobby's great, music's great, and then we find ourselves with some of the most classic Roblox music now. Some of the most popular, at least. Dun, 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 dun. This song is just so great. I had to listen to the whole thing, it's so good. Ba 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 bow. Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum. Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum. Ba 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 bum bum ba da da. So yeah, the OST in general, every song in Doors is just like amazing. You can't compete with most things in this game. This game made most people actually realize that Roblox can be used to make actually good games and not things like Rainbow Friends, which I did a review on. If you haven't seen that, you should go look at it, because give my honest opinion. Unlike half of the other people. There's a key. So, the keys are actually a pretty nice mechanic, pretty nice, cool mechanic. Is that the key? No, this is just a hidey place. Okay, but like, the, God, where is it? Bro just snuck on me. I won't be going through the full thing, but like the overall the atmosphere of the game is really nice. It's just really fun to play through, and everything overall is it's just a good game. In general. God, my volume's so loud. Okay, I made it. So, it's just overall a pretty nice game. One thing about Doors is that it actually kind of freaks me out. So I will, after a bit, I'm just gonna switch to like images. But I'll play through as much as I can. So, I feel like, again, I'm not a big fan of exploration, but I feel like they do the exploration very well. They make it easy, they make it interesting. There's a new thing almost every time, and it's just like a good way of like making people explore, because it's not like Rainbow Friends, where the exploration's kind of just boring because there's no super big features that you could find. It's like interesting, it's always different. It's just overall just top tier exploration. So, I want to now look at the monitors and what they do. So, Rush most basic monster. Comes to the hallway, lights will flicker as a sign of him coming. You have to hide in a closet. He's pretty easy to defend with, but at the same time, a great mechanic about this game is that it gives you hints about what you're supposed to do. And it's really helpful because if you don't want to look anything up, you should still be able to figure out like how to play the game and like how to slowly deal with different types of monsters. Now moving on, we have ambush, like a second rush basically. Ambush is the same thing, except you have to get out of the closet and then wait for him to almost come back and then go back in. So it's like a bit harder. But still not too hard. You can pretty easily do it. So now let's move on. Now moving on, we have Timothy, the little spider that can jump out of the door. Can't really do much about him. It's impossible for him to kill you, though it can give you a little freak out for a second. But it's nothing too bad. It's easy to deal with, and it's relatively harmless entity, even though I wouldn't even call it an entity. So let's move on again. Now I absolutely hate this guy. This guy is just not good. It's not that he's not good. He's a good mechanic, okay? He's a good mechanic. But he's just not the most fun to play with. And he's the one guy that, like, deters me from playing the game. Because this is the one guy that actually kind of scares me. So, it's not like I can really do much about him, but he's pretty common. You hear a psst sound, and then, he will show up, and you have to look at him, and then he'll jump scare you anyways, but he won't take any of your health. But if you don't find him and look at him quick enough, then he'll jump scare you and take some of your health. So this guy, the main thing I hate about him is that he jump scares you even if you don't actually fail to his mechanic. But overall, he's not bad, he's just annoying. So moving on to Halt, pretty easy to deal with. You just keep turning around until you eventually get to a door, and then you're good. It'll tell you when to turn around, but can be pretty annoying sometimes. But usually he's easy to deal with, and it's not like he shows up a lot. So it's like a one-time wonder thing, except for every game you play. So moving on, we have Seek, cool chase scene and all. He is a pretty cool one. If you haven't heard his soundtrack, I'm gonna cut to that right now, because that's one of the best soundtracks in the game, if not the best soundtrack in the game. Only thing that I think can compete with it is the elevator failing music at like the end of the game when the elevator's falling. So let me cut to that real quick. So this is the chase scene music. It says 1 hour. It's really good though. I need to show it because it's so good. Turn it down. So I'm just gonna have this in the background right now. It's just such good music. So, and I'm not going to cut it anymore because I don't want anyone to miss this. So moving on, I'd like to do the shop at door 51 or 52. Is it? I think it's a 52. But yeah, so there's a shop, door 51, I think. Or is it door 52? It's one of the two. Who cares what door's at? So there's this guy named Jeff. He'll sell you a skeleton key, a flashlight, some pills. He sells you some flashlight, some pills, and a crucifix. I think that's what he sells you. Or maybe he sells you a lighter instead of a flashlight. Who knows? But, that's what he sells, and there's, like, little guys. It's like a rest stop. You could stay there for as long as you want without getting the 20-minute kick. Overall, pretty nice. It's not too bad of a mechanic. It was added in the Doors Plus or Doors Extra, the extra thing update, which just added more stuff to the game, polished up some features that weren't the greatest, and just made the game better. So I think this is a really nice pit stop, and it's just overall, like, fun little area. So, now, last thing I want to look at for this, actually there's two more people I want to look at. So Hyde. So Hyde is like, you can't actually see him in game. There's no evidence that he has a model. Well, he does not have a model. But, he's the guy that if you stay in the closet for too long, it'll push you out, take some of your health. He's really easy to deal with. You just need to get out of the closet before gets too bad, and then you're basically good after that. So now I want to go to our final guy for this, Jack. He's just this guy who'll appear in closets. He's just a jump scare. It's rare to see him. It's not common, but he does appear every once in a while, and yeah, he's kind of just there. He's not a big, bad enemy. He's not like, roar. He's like a simple enemy to deal with. He doesn't damage you, so the really only thing that you have to deal with is, your nerves, because that's what he tries to get at. So that'll end it for this episode, and see you guys in part 2.